Good morning. This is Frank with Morning Quick Shot, brought to you by Trade Stockers and NINZA Pro Traders. For the next 3 to 5 minutes, give you targets to the upside, targets to the downside, possible areas of consolidation, and a quick look at market profile so we can keep track of the bigger picture. It's the 12th of July. It's about 7:35 Central Standard Time. Just looking back at yesterday, we see we markets were determined to break that all-time high of 2134, which they did right up to this next zone right at the bottom of it at 36.50, and then settle right back down right at 29 area. And then as we opened back up right at 21.30.75 was the open. A little bit of news consolidation in this area. 28.50 was the overnight low, and then markets took off based on Asia news over there. Japan actually went up 4% last night on the re-election of Finance Minister Abe, and then he turned around and A promised more bold monetary stimulus, which drove this market up last night, as well as they're just jumping on with us. So it looked like overnight high last night was 41.75. So what's in store for today? Well, bulls are definitely taking over. Chances for this market to move up are high. So let's look at that. We are above the 24-hour VWAP and above this zone, and just consolidating sideways, as I said. So we'd like to see probably as a pullback to the bottom of this zone, the 24-hour VWAP, the 2137 area, and then right back up into these tops, and then moving all the way up into this next zone, 4650 to 48. So that could be the possible next move. Remember, there's nothing out here to really judge this fund. We use the Fibonacci's, clusters, and trying to determine what's going on up here. All right, the zones are estimated. These moves up in this for our targets for church today. So again, 47, once we get up in the zone, look for pullbacks, maybe even all the way back to retest this overnight high of 41.75. If we're truly long, look for it to come right back up into this market and then move right up into this 52. Now, somewhere in here, the market's going to kind of start wondering about what's going on. It may pull back into this zone here and bounce and head up into this next zone. All-time high today target, I would say probably around 2158 if we get the right move out of this. This is market profile. We're looking for this, not this market profile, excuse me. This is Fibonacci extensions. So we're looking, this is our very first target on the long term for today or tomorrow. So be cautious. Be aware they got a couple zones we want them to go through, and there could be reversals at any time to pull right back into this 2134 area, that all-time high, and track right back down to here. So be cautious of the reversals coming back into this zone. Now, should it do that, once we get back into this area, look for it to close below this 24-hour VWAP, which will be up in here somewhere. Look for a close below there, get a close below the current zone, which is probably around the 3650 as we pulled back. And look for it to drive down and touch this 2134 area all the way down into here and come back up to this zone 3675 area to 38. And if we're going to head back down, then it's going to drive through this zone all the way down to this next zone down here at the 30 to 29 area to this morning low. After that, we might try to come back up and retouch this midpoint around 3275. And then if we really are going down again, straight down to this 2124 area or this zone 2375 to 2122 area. Possible lows are 2119. We'll keep an eye on that today, but don't expect that to happen considering the news from Japan and the market profile energy right now. So let's take a look at the market profile real quick. And here we go. In the last few days we saw this, big pullback right back up, total retracement up into this area, and actually right in here was full retracement. So we drew our extension lines. First extension we're looking for is about the 2158 target, then 77, and then the 2206 area. All of these are very reachable given the momentum of the market, especially the first one here. So don't worry about all the stuff in between here. Just look for the first target if you're, more of a swing trader, and look for this to take target one. As long as this market stays above this 2140.35 area, we might get a little pullback if it stays closed above this 34 area. Right in here. If it stays above it, you can go long, get this bounce of targets, and maybe hold on 2 or 3 contracts into this long area over the next few days and possibly hit these targets. Pretty hard to reach this one right now, psychologically 2206. However, if we come down here, we close below the 28, look for targets to move right down in here to the 23. And if we get a close below this 20 area right in here, next target down 2010, 2110. So that's the first two, and of course, just look at your market profile screenshots and see where we're going after that, if that would happen. We can see there could be a pullback all the way back to this 38.2, which is where we got the bounce off of this move to head on up. So be cautious. A 1-to-1 ABC real quickly just puts us up in this area somewhere, the 87 area. So that's a possibility where this market's going to go before we start getting a reversal. Be cautious with today. If you have any questions, contact Frank at tradestalkers.com and have a great day.